I got a new saw to try out. Kobalt folding saw from Lowe's. It comes with 3 blades. I first saw this on Honest Reviews. Anthony over there was showing it off. It cost a whopping, I want to say it was $12.76. I can't remember the exact price. 13 bucks. Not too bad. It's hard to get away from the house without kids hollering at me. They lost me. So I thought I'd walk out here in the woods a little bit and open it up and give it a try. So y'all hang tight. I've been itching to get this thing opened. I've had it for probably about 2 weeks. Just been looking at it in the package. I wanted to wait till I had time to do a video on it. It's noisy. Has a pretty aggressive coarse wood blade. This other blade is for, I guess it'd be a smooth cut wood or a plastic blade. We'll try it out on some plastic, maybe some pipe or something at the house. And this blade is for metal. I am kind of disappointed though. It says for non-ferrous metal. So it had to be copper, aluminum, brass, soft metals only. No steel. It's got a solid lockup, a little bit of wiggle in there. A lot of rattle when it's closed. The blade locks tight pretty securely. Well, let's give it a try. Spider web with my glasses. I don't like spider webs. Cut a small section of this Yopon, and I'll compare it with my Corona folding saw. Oh, mercy. I've already been it. It binds up something terrible. Oh, that could have been really bad. Don't do that. That was stupid. All right, let's do some more cutting and compare it with my Corona. The Corona is my absolute favorite saw. I'm also going to try this out with the finer tooth blade. All right, let's see how many pulls it takes to get through it. I'll do the same thing with this coarse blade and the fine blade, and then I'm going to try it with my Corona. I believe that was 31. Let me change out the blade. It's not too hard to change the blade on these. I just tried it a little bit ago, just how difficult it was to get it out. Turn this screw, it'll stop. Once it reaches a certain point, it'll stop, and the blade comes out pretty easily. You snap the new blade in and tighten it up. already at 27. I think that's 60. The teeth are getting clogged, mainly because this is green wood. That's 84, 88. I believe that would have been better if this wasn't green wood. But, let's try the Corona. It's the standard by which I judge all saws. The only thing I don't like about it is the handle. They could have done a better job with the handle. But it's an excellent cutter. Now this is a 10-inch blade. I believe these are 8. Just to make it fair, I'm going to put a clamp on the blade as a stop, so I'm not getting more length out of the Corona. That looks pretty close to me. Let's see how many pulls it takes to cut it with the Corona. It was 17, 18. I have yet to find a saw that will outdo the Corona. I don't have any Silkies. I know the Silkies are really good. But as far as a budget saw, Corona all the way. This saw is also sold at Lowe's for $20. So $7 more than the Kobalt. You get one heck of a wood cutter. Let's try out this metal blade. I just happen to have a piece of brass flat stock in my pack. Who doesn't carry that in the woods with them? Well, it seems to work pretty good on brass. About the same that I would expect from a hacksaw. This is 1/4-inch flat stock. So not too bad with a metal blade. I wish you could cut steel with it. That would make it a little more versatile. I'm back at the house and I found a piece of 3/4-inch PVC. So let's see how it does. That worked pretty well, about 22 pulls. You know I gotta do it, even though it's not made for plastic. I can't help myself. I have to do it. The clamp's gonna get in the way though. Got 19 pulls. So if you want to cut wood or plastic, I'd say go with the Corona. Got a piece of oak. I'll compare the two. About 23. I'll put that coarse blade back on here. I believe that was around 27. It did a lot better on the dry wood. It was a lot harder to get it started. So it did a lot better than it did on the on that green Yopon. I didn't even count that one. So this blade does a lot better on dry wood than it does green wood. It's got a lot of rattle. I noticed if you tighten down the nut, it kind of minimizes the rattle. And the blades do fit nicely in the pouch, and it, you know, you got to keep them separated so they don't rub against each other and dull one another. Looks like it's not going down in there all the way. I guess it is. Well, the pouch, it has a little belt loop on the back. I guess it snaps. You can snap it over a belt easily or put a belt through it. I think the pouch would be fine for just throwing into a backpack or something. I wouldn't want to use it to carry them away, so I'd be afraid it would come loose. Well, my final thoughts on it. I don't want to say it's a bad saw. It doesn't cut as well as the Corona. It's smaller than the Corona. I know the Corona also sells a 7-inch version. I've been wanting to get one, but I never have. The handle, it seems to be pretty well made. I can't tell for sure. I believe the metal runs all the way through the handle, but I mean, it's pretty stout. I can't bend it. The handle on the Corona is, I would say the handle is crappy on the Corona. I don't like the handle on it, but it's got one heck of a blade. And of course you have the versatility of being able to cut soft metals. This blade, the fine blade, I guess if you were working with smaller materials or something, it would come in handy. It might be good for cutting bone too if you're processing any animals. And for the price, I don't think you can go wrong for the price. This blade, I'm not particularly a fan of this blade. On that very first cut, it was really tough. It's tough to get it going. And when I was cutting that Yopon, it kind of bound up and it actually bent the blade, and I straightened it back out. I would have to say it's not bad, but it's not great either. And if all you're looking to cut is wood, go for a Corona. 20 bucks and 13 bucks. They're both available from Lowe's. I would have to say Lowe's is doing a pretty good job of stocking some quality bushcraft tools. They've also started carrying the Tramontina 18-inch machete, which is an excellent machete. I've got a video up on that. Well guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one. I hate centipedes. Maybe I'll put that back there.